Robertson, and today in first period we are missing some of our students. Let's see, we're missing, hi Ella, hi Addison, hi Olivia, we miss you from first period, and there are other kids in my other classes that aren't here today, we miss you too. So a little shout out, make sure you're listening, you never know when we might say your name. So we did our test yesterday. If you haven't done it, you need to go to Mastery Connect and do your test. The code for the test is located in your Google Classroom, so you can go ahead and take that test. Now, our next test will be Tuesday. It's going to be our quarter 2 benchmark. We are planning 2 days for you to take that test. You're going to take it Tuesday and Wednesday to make sure you have plenty of time. These are some of the things that are you'll see problems like this on your exam. So let's go over how to do these problems. All right. It says, Natasha spent 3/4 of the day, I'm just going to write that as a fraction, cleaning the kitchen. She spent 2/5 of that time washing dishes. What fraction of the day did Natasha spend washing dishes? On this problem, you are going to multiply 3/4 times 2/5. Now you can simplify before you multiply or multiply straight across. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 5 is 20. What will divide a 6 and a 20? 2 will. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 3/10. Now, it didn't say you had to simplify your answer, so 6/20 would also be counted correct. Now, let's go on to number 2. Label the quadrants in the coordinate plane. All right, this was quadrant 1. Everyone should have a Roman numeral 1 there. What's this one? 2. Put a Roman numeral 2. What's this one? And this one is? 4. All right, you should have that. And this is the X. This is the Y. And what do you call the center point? The origin. The point where the X and the Y axis cross is called the origin, just in case it would ever ask that. Now, in quadrant 1, everything it's positive, positive, right? In quadrant 2, what are the numbers in quadrant 2? Negative, positive. You go left and then up, so it's negative, positive. Quadrant 3, what are the numbers? Negative, negative. And quadrant 4 is positive, negative. Very good. Okay, make sure you have that on your paper. Which of the following integers has the greatest absolute value? Oh, down here. There is not a number there by F. This one got a little messed up, didn't it? So out of the numbers that are listed, which one has the greatest absolute value? The absolute value of 7 is 7. The absolute value of negative 10 is 10. The absolute value of 1 is 1. So which one has the greatest absolute value? H. H has the greatest absolute value. Number 4. The Flashes football team was playing against Roncalli. Had a rough start to the game and lost 6 yards on each of the first and second plays of the game. Which of the following integers represents the progress of the team after the first 2 plays? I don't know if we'd call it much progress. Okay, does anyone in here play football? What's the right answer? Wow. Okay, they lost 6. Not on one play, they lost 6 yards on the first and the second plays of the game. So it's not going to be -6, it's going to be what? Yes. -12. All right, play 1, they lost 6. Play 2, they didn't do good again. They lost another 6. So 6 plus 6 is negative 12. Do you see how that? In football, if you lose yardages, it's going to be a negative. Got it? Everyone understand that now? Okay. Put the scores in order from least to greatest. Well, it'll be negative 10, then negative 8, then negative 3, and the highest score is 4. Any questions on how to do that? Everyone pretty good? Okay. We have the distance formula is d over t. Can be used to find the average speed of an object that travels a distance d in n time. What is a cheetah's average speed if it runs 60 miles, that's a distance, in 1.5 hours? That's a time. So I'm going to put my distance on top, that's 60, divided by my time, which is 1.5. So what is 60 divided by 1.5? Everyone have that in a box like that? Do you see how to set it up? Write that down right now because I know a whole bunch of you don't have that. 60 divided by 1.5, okay? And Maya, what did you get? Well, do it. I'm waiting for everybody to get it done right now. Divide. All right, so 4 times 15 is 60. Kids, is our answer, does this cheetah run, what is the cheetah's, does it run 4 miles per hour? How fast is it? 40. 40 miles per hour because I have to bring down the 0. All right, so it's not 4 but 40. Be careful with the zeros, okay, on those problems. Any questions? All right, let's go to the back side. Which of the following expressions is equivalent? Oh, this is what we did yesterday. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 3x is 18x. Is that over here? C. How many of you had C? You know how to do that? You're good at that? Awesome. Hey, Sophia, would you put the trash can out so that I noticed they're taking the trash out so it's not in there all day? All right. Graph and label the following points. Okay, you kids all know how to do this. The first one goes this way. The second one goes up or down, okay? Positive means to the right 2, negative, down 1. And that is point A. 0 means we don't go left or right, but we go up 3. Put a B. Left negative 3, up positive 3. Left negative 2, down negative 4. That is D. Are you all good at putting points on? So I can count on everybody getting those right on when we do that test on Tuesday? Good. Identify the point for the ordered pair 3, negative 4. Over 3, down 4, that is point B. Did everybody get a B for that? Write the ordered pair for point C. That is a 1, 5. So you have to put the parentheses and the comma in between the number, okay? Write the ordered pair that names F. Okay, you have to put a parenthesis, negative 4, comma, negative 2. Everyone got that? Make sure you put a parenthesis in there. Write the ordered pair that represents the reflection of point F across the y-axis. Okay, so I am folding it on the y-axis. So, where would point F be right here. And F prime, that is 4, negative 2. 4, negative 2. Okay? Now, what points are located in quadrant 1, class? C. What points are located in quadrant 2? D and E. What points are located in quadrant 3? F and A. And what about quadrant 4? B and F prime. Yeah. All right. I don't think the test does a reflection on it, but you'll know how to do that. Short answers. Define a variable and write an expression. 6 inches shorter than Thomas. So I'm going to say T equals Thomas. And 6 inches shorter than, shorter than, and it's got the than word. So shorter than, do you add for shorter or subtract for shorter? Okay, now, so this, I'm going to put a subtraction sign down. Does the 6 go in front of the subtraction sign or behind the subtraction sign? Right, there's the than word, so it's going to go behind, and Thomas goes in front, and we're using T for Thomas. Now, you could, since it lets you define it, you could define any variable, but we're using T for Thomas. All right, 5 feet shorter than the length. Another shorter than. We're going to do what? Subtract. It has a than. So, does the 5 go in front of the subtraction sign or behind it? Behind it. And I'm going to say L equals the length. So, L minus 5. I make it a cursive L so it doesn't look like a 1, okay? Total cost of a ticket and a $4 soda. So, I'm going to say T equals ticket. What do you do for total cost? Add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Add. So it's going to be the ticket and a $4 soda. T plus 4. And I'm sure you notice for my T's I put a little tail on the bottom so it doesn't look like a plus sign. All right, 7 times the number of girls. I'm going to say G equals girls. And there are several ways we could show this, right? 7M, that says multiplying, doesn't it? Or not M, what should I have? 7G. I could have 7 asterisk G. I don't think you can use the X unless it's on a drop down for multiplying. We'll just keep it like that. Half the number of quarters. I'm going to say Q equals quarters. What's one of the, give me a way to write half the number of quarters. We practiced this before the test yesterday. Yes. Q over 2. What's another way I could do show half the number of quarters? Well, if this works, 1/2 Q. Sometimes it's hard to do that one. Another one, it's the same thing as Q divided by 2, right? Q divided by 2, Q divided by 2, 1/2 Q. You could also have 1/2 Q. All right? Those would be all ways. I don't know how to key. Did any of you try to key it in this way on your test yesterday? All right. Did any of you try to do it this way? Did you do it this way and this way? That's the easiest way to key it in. Double the number of cards. If you double the number of cards, let's say C equals cards. How would I show doubling cards? Times 2. 2 times C. You could have 2C that way also. Now, let's say it said triple. When it says triple, what number do you use? 3. That would be 3C. What if it said quadruple? 4. A quadruple. I think I spelled quadruple, P-L-E, would be 4C. Quadruple. Okay, any questions on this review worksheet? All right, now the next paper I'm going to have you do, I'm going to give you this worksheet here. You're going to do multiplying and dividing, and then there are a few word problems on the back. If we don't get this finished today, I expect you to get half of it finished. We'll finish this on Monday. All right. Have a good day and a good weekend.